November the 15th, 1962. The people, residents of Oradell, young and old, gathered to welcome home America's newest space hero, Commander Walter Schirra, Jr. Motorcade bearing Wally, his wife Jo, and the children, Marty and Susie, passes along Main Street in Hackensack to the cheers of thousands of well-wishers. Proceeding from Hackensack through River Edge to Oradell, Wally's motorcade passes his old home at 317 Maple, then through Oradell to the Riverdale Senior High School athletic field, where a crowd of over 10,000 has gathered to see the presentation of the NASA Distinguished Service Medal. Hughes, on behalf of the state of New Jersey, presents the Schirras with an 88-piece China service. The governor also presents a print by Ben Shawn entitled The Blind Botanist. Presentation of the Edward Weston Distinguished Alumnus Award is made by Dr. Robert Van Houten of the Newark College of Engineering. President Gordon Dinsmore makes the presentation of a silver dish on behalf of the citizens of Oradell. The National Aeronautics and Space Agency Director James Webb makes the presentation of the Distinguished Service Medal.
Commander Schirra, your performance as one of the chosen few who stand before the world as symbols of the United States effort in space has been exemplary. Permit me to read at this time a telegram from President Kennedy which speaks for all the people of the United States. This telegram reads, quote, on the occasion when you are honoring Commander Walter Schirra for his exceptional achievement, I would like to add my personal congratulations. The entire Mercury team is to be commended for its dedicated efforts to develop United States capabilities in space, to get our space program moving from a position of second best to one of world leadership. To please convey to him my warmest congratulations and the thanks of the nation that men such as he devote their lives to his service, so I give you the President's congratulations. This is signed John F. President Kennedy, President of the United States. And let me add my own congratulations to those of the President and to those of everyone in our organization. It is now my privilege and pleasure to present you with this Distinguished Service Award, the highest within the power of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration to give, one of the highest medals awarded by the United States. So I should like to hand you this. All right. I'm going to turn the medal on in a minute so you get another thing. Is that enough?
Wally opened my first remarks by saying, distinguished friends, I'd like to have you see our distinguished guests in Oradell. To me, it's a very great treat to realize, after all this time, that I can come back to my hometown and see so little change, just many more people. The charm of Oradell, the life I remember so well, is still here. The enthusiasm you had today is something that I can't even begin to feel. I don't think I'll even realize what happened a week from now. I will admit at this point, I'm much more shattered than I was at that countdown at 0. It's a great pleasure to see so many of my old friends, to realize that there was a contribution from Oradell, from Englewood at Dwight Morrow High School, contribution from Newark College of Engineering, from the Naval Academy, the education I had with NASA, the background I had in the Navy. All of this truly fills in not only the contributions of engineers, but the contribution of so many people, fills in what I wanted to say when I named my capsule Sigma 7, meaning a sum of many, many inputs into a total effort. To me, we had perfect flights from Al Shepard, from Gus Grissom, from John Glenn and Scott Carpenter. Each helped to dispel the aura of mystery about space flight. We do want to make it routine. We want you all to realize that we are as dead serious as you must know we are. It's a situation where we have accepted a challenge. We have frontiers to explore. The intrigue of space is still there. We hope the aura of mystery is not. The fact that I could cover so much of this world in 6 short orbits can show how much of the world is involved in it. It was a rather hard way for me to get to visit South America. Unfortunately, it was clouded over, so I was flying on what we call visual flight rules on top, rather than flying where I could see all of South America. Driving around Oradell today, it's so wonderful to realize that places such as this compose so many parts of the world. The fact that we all add to the whole. The privilege I've had of being met by all of you makes me realize that this world is a satellite, that is true, around our sun, but there couldn't be another one in the universe that could match it. I thank you all. Just before we close,
the reviewing stand in front of the Oradell post office, all is in readiness for Wally's arrival for the dedication of Schirra Park.
Commander, if Mrs. Schirra is a fisherman. Is she?
She is now.
She is now? Well, wait. We have something else for Mrs. Schirra, too, if you'll excuse me. Oh, Mrs. Schirra, if you're not a fisherman, here are your tools, so get busy next time the commander goes out. What's not here? Commander, may I say good fishing?
Thank you, sir.
And
This doesn't give me permission to fish in the reservoir.
you'll have to ask the commissioner on that, sir. Good luck and good fishing, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, all right.
And be given a great big hand by the people of Oradell. Robbie, come forward. Yeah.
But all I can say is that there's been so much said that there's nothing I can say to add to the glory that the commander's already won. But I can say this, he was a fine scout.
Boys, it's all yours. What is your name?
Ronald Wilson.
This is Ronald Nelson.
Will do their best to get the next series of merit badges. Possibly Marty, who is an active Boy Scout, also might work on this. Thank you. Pleasure meeting you both. Well.
There's a plane for Boy Scout Troop 36, the future campsite.
There's sharp today.
I will show it to the press a little while later. Now, this wonderful occasion here that we have here today was whipped up in 10 days. We knew that Wally was selected to go into orbit probably 2 months ago. And I tried to get out of Colonel Powers some concrete information, but he wasn't talking. I guess he believes in an old saying that the best laid plans of mice and men are often gynecally. So he waited. And I realize now that he had no choice. The first indication that I received that Wally was coming to Oradell was conveyed to me by Senator Case, County of Bergen, and the state of New Jersey, that said lands be and they are hereby dedicated for park purposes, and in honor of the superlative feat of Commander Walter M. Schirra, Jr., is hereby designated and named Schirra Park. Introduced by J.M. McGordy, seconded by G.G. Dinsmore. Passed on roll call vote at a special meeting of the mayor and the borough council of the borough of Oradell, held on Saturday morning, October the 13th, 1962. Signed, Fred Wendell, Mayor. Attested, Stanley Kufel, Borough Clerk. Wally, I give you Schirra Park.
My new friends of Oradell, my old friends of Oradell, all I can say is I hope I can come back someday when it's a little more quiet and try one of these park benches out in Schirra Park. It's been a great treat for me, for my family, for my wife Jo and my 2 children to meet you. As you know, Mother and Dad spent many times here, much longer than I. And it's been a wonderful homecoming, and surely it's a place I want to come back and see again and again. Thank you all so much for your interest in our program and your interest in my return to come back and say hello.
Well, what do you think of them? Kennedy. Wally, after that, will go back to work. That is what he wants. That is what he will do. That's the kind of a guy he is. So I say to you, thank you one and all for participating in this program. And I say to Wally and his family, thank you so much for coming.